everybody, it's me, Sonia, and I am delighted to be here just showcasing some of my Tibetan bowls for you today. So I just want to tell you a little bit about the bowls. They are amazing. They were my first instruments really that I got when I began on this beautiful journey of sound healing. And actually my very first bowl was this one. So I've gathered quite a collection from over the years, and this is my very first one. And I actually remember when I went in and I was very drawn to this, and it was the time when I just started to be a yoga teacher, and I needed something to chime in the class. So what I did was I just started to kind of hit the bowl a little bit, and the sound really resonated with me, and I really thought, I have to have this bowl. So there's a bit of that when you start to get into these beautiful instruments. It's like, I'll find a way to pay for it or get it. So it's like, I have to have. So that's kind of the thing. So this is a very special bowl. It was my very first bowl and has led me to where I am today and on my journey as a sound healer. So I'm a sound healing therapist, and my wonderful teacher Carmel Davini from Celtic School of Sound Healing has been a fantastic support, along with all my beautiful fellow sound healers. I'm also a Reiki master as well, and yoga teacher and meditation teacher. But to me, all of these therapies, they all kind of roll into each other. They're very much part of each other. So sound healing is beautiful because it offers a way of bringing balance to the body. And whether you believe in it or not, it doesn't really matter because it works anyway. So that's the beauty of this. So I've got quite a collection here just to show you, and I'm going to give you a little healing as well. So this is my my big bowl, and I remember when I got this as well, I went into that wonderful shop Gandavardaloka in town, and I've never been out of it, always in there. So when I found this bowl and I started to play it, it basically just said, oh, I think you have to have me. So just to give you an idea, it's quite a deep resonance, this one. And it goes on, and it's beautiful. So I work quite a lot with this one. And some of my other bowls as well, I'll give you a little sample of those in a second. They will all have their own resonance, their own tone. Okay, so they're all very individual. They're like each of us. We're very individual. We're very unique. And the Himalayan bowls, or Tibetan bowls as they're also known as well, they are also very, very unique. They're made of metals like gold, which resonates with the sun, silver, which resonates with the moon, and iron, mercury, lead, tin. So those metals would resonate with various planets. So they're very, very special and very unique. Some of them are handmade, and you can see if you're ever looking at them that there's little dents in them, that they're handmade, and some of them would be polished and made with a machine. So they're extremely precious, they really are. So just to talk a little bit about the bowls, most people seem to really like them because they're very gentle. They're a very gentle form of healing, and they can also be placed on the body. And as a sound healing therapist, sometimes if we're doing one-to-one consultation, we would lay particular bowls on the various chakras of the body. So the chakras are known as our energy points, and there's 7 of them, and there's one at the root of the body. There is the pelvis, the tummy, the heart, throat, third eye, and the crown. So those chakras, they're known, that chakra means wheel. It's a wheel of energy, and it's really amazing because in the body are major organs. There's major organs that are located through these 7 centers, and glands as well. And it's where the energy body converges with the physical body. And through Reiki healing, sound healing, and other healing modalities, we work with those chakras to bring balance and to relax, to soothe, or to bring energy up, and it's really, really powerful. So, for example, with the bowls, we might work each bowl up through each chakra, and sometimes what we do is we would place them on the body of the client, and we would start to rim the bowls and maybe tap them a little bit, and that will send a beautiful resonance through the body. And this is where healing occurs. So Jonathan Goldman, he is an American sound healer, and some of you may have heard of him. He would say with sound healing plus intention brings the healing. So intention is very important, as with other healing modalities as well with this. So when I am working with my instruments, and I will always bring an intention in, so that would heighten it and activate it a little bit more. So these bowls are wonderful for kids as well. I've brought them into school where my kids go to school over the years, and the kids just love them. They really love the sound, and funnily enough, they seem to really resonate with the higher sounding bowls. They're not too keen on the deep bowl because kids will resonate at a very high energy as well. So that would really make sense. And it's interesting as well that they come back and they'd say, oh, that one reminds me of this, or that one reminds me of that. And I'd have them all lying out as we would our students in a sound healing workshop, and we just start to play and the sounds just wash over. And that's known as a sound bath. So it's when the sounds wash over you, and all you have to do is lie there. So we're going to just do a little bit of sound healing with you. And the funny thing is as well, with the bowls, they operate, or they work with a resonance. So think about this. If you're ever listening to a song on the radio, or you've been at a concert and there is a song that just makes your skin kind of tingle and your heart just lift, and that resonance just goes into the body, and you're kind of going, why do I like that song? You just do. There's something there energetically. So with sound healing, with bowls, with any of the instruments, even with the gong, any of them, it's the same idea, that we resonate with these sounds. And the great thing is with sound healing, it bypasses the mind. So whether we believe in it or not, or we have, certain ideas about it, it goes in and it goes to where it needs to be. So I think it's just having an open mind and just enjoying it like you would your favourite song, the same idea. And as I said, kids love this. So, these bowls are very, very easy to get. There's a shop in town, Gandavardaluca, which I buy a lot of my bowls from. And you can buy them online, but what I would say to you is that you got to be drawn to the bowl, because there's a connection there, and that's where it heightens its healing kind of properties as well. So you'll know what I mean when you start to hit them and you start to kind of gently work with them, that you will find that even your kids be drawn to one, you be drawn to one. So it's kind of nice even to have one in the house. And, my kids just absolutely love working with them, and they just come in and they start to kind of tap away. So even when I had my second baby, Lucas, who's now 8, when I was pregnant with him, he was listening to a lot of these when he was in the womb, so he's naturally very drawn to them now, and he would just sit and play. So there's something there. There's really something there. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a little healing, and if you're listening back to this, I'd recommend you have good earphones, okay? So just so you're picking up. Obviously, there's nothing like the sounds in person, but I'm sending an intention out to you, and I will send healing through Reiki out to all of you who are, here with me today and watching this over as well. So what's going to happen is I have a rain stick here. It's known as a rain pole. And it's going to make a sound at the end that you can probably hear. And that's how it will sound. And that will go for 2 minutes. And then at the end, there'll be a silence. And that's really important just to allow this to integrate. So even the silence itself is part of the sound healing. It's sound in itself, you know. So I invite you now to maybe lie down if you're on your bed, or if you're lucky enough to be able to be having a little nap, or you're just relaxing, or if you're seated or wherever you are, just to pop your earphones in and just make yourself comfortable. That's really important, that you make yourself as comfortable as possible. We'll just take a moment now. So just checking in with how you are, how you're doing right now. And just like we start at our yoga classes or our meditation practice together, that we just arrive into the space that we're in. So just noticing the space wherever you are, even if you're outside in that beautiful weather, just to acknowledge where you are. And noticing the sounds that are around you, those ambient sounds, and allowing whatever it is to be there. And that's part of being alive, that we get to hear all this wonderful life around us. So maybe placing your fingertips on your heart, just to connect with your heart today, how you are. And breathing in deeply, all the way down into your heart and into your body, wherever you need a little bit of support, a little bit of healing today. And just breathing out, just letting go through that out breath. And we'll do that again, breathing into your heart, your pure and beautiful heart. And exhaling, just letting go. And we'll do that one more time. Breathing in as you watch the breath enter through the nose, down into your heart, and into wherever it is that you need that healing today. And you might want to place your hand on that place. And just gently exhaling, letting go, letting go, letting go. And now as you come to sit, or you're lying down in your space, just coming into asking your heart, what is your heart's longing today? What would you like to bring more of into your moment, into your day, and perhaps into your life? Whatever that is. It may be a word, it may be a feeling, it may be something in particular, something that you have been maybe thinking about and just not quite taking that step in to lean into yet. And maybe you just need to be held in support. You just might need that little guidance, that little holding as such. But we hold ourselves from within. We hold ourselves from within. And when we can draw on this support from within, this will really, really sustain us, really support. And remembering we have everything that we need within us, everything. But it's times just like we are now, just taking this time to stop and to take a little pause. So just allow your breath to come in and come out. And I'm just going to tip the bowls just to sensitize you to what the sounds are, and then we'll come into a little healing. So just taking your time. intention of healing from my heart to your heart, to our community, to the world, with an intention of love and support. I send out metta, kindness, love and peace through this healing. So just allow the sounds to wash over you as we begin. So now just sense the surface that's holding you right now. Notice the sounds that are around you, the ambient sounds of life, the sound of your breathing. And breathing in through your nose all the way down to your body. And just letting a nice sighing breath out as you let go, let go. And we'll do that again, breathing in and out. And just placing a hand on your heart and just recognizing now for these few moments that you've joined me here today, that you've given yourself the gift of time of healing and this little pattern interrupt, as it were. And these sounds will continue to work through you. And it's really nice to just have a little glass of water, just something to ground you. So you might sense that you're a little bit tireder or a little bit more full of energy or a little bit somewhere in between, or whatever is coming up is just to allow that, because with sound healing, it just brings everything up, and just hold yourself in that space of compassion and of everything is okay, that you're being held. There's nothing to fix here about you, absolutely nothing. You are divine expression of everything. So just bringing your hands to your heart And we just come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of our healing today. Just bring it to your mind, bring it into your heart, and know that it's there, it is being taken care of. You've done the work, you've sowed the seed. And through these healings, our breath, just this pause, has set it in. And it is already beginning to manifest. So just bow to ourselves and to each other. Namaste. I send you peace, metta, healing. And I hope you have the most wonderful day today. And I will be back next week featuring some more of my other instruments. So you can tune in next Wednesday around the same time. So I will be here, and if you miss it, that's no problem. It'll be on Facebook and on the feed. So have a wonderful day. Namaste.